I'm Tina Desiree Berg reporting for Status Coup News. We are on day 9 of the UAW strike. We are outside the Swartz Creek GM facility. This is adjacent to Flint, Swartz Creek area. And what is your name and how long have you worked here?
My name is Rhea Hope and I've been here for 10 years.
So in your opinion, what is two of the worst parts of your current contract that you would like to see changed? Can't narrow it down? You know what, list as many as you want.
I would like to have the pensions back. 401 is junk. Everyone knows it. All they've done is take since 2008, and it's time to share and give us a living back.
Yeah. So did you have a pension previously and you're not going to get it now, or?
No. They took pensions off the table, I believe, in 2007?
2007, yeah.
Yeah, when they introduced the 401k.
Yeah, so 401ks aren't the same thing as a pension, right? You're required to contribute funds into the 401k. Sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. But it's, you know, if you pick the wrong mutual fund, you could lose a lot of money.
If the market crashes, you lose it all. And we didn't get none of that back. Right. This plan alone lost over $300,000. They got nothing back.
Whereas a pension's a guarantee retirement fund for you. You guys at GM have a 2-year temp window, so you're temp for 2 years. Some of the other facilities it's different, like the
it's longer. Yeah,
we talked to one guy at one of the Chrysler Jeep plants who has literally been a temp worker for 7 years. That's just absolutely
it's wrong.
How is that even
on so many levels? Yeah,
it is wrong.
Yeah.
So you guys here particularly, this is a parts plant, so you do distribution. Do you you send them to the dealerships? Like, what's your day-to-day like?
I'm a dock controller on Dock 4 here at the CCA plant, and we just ship it all over the country. We're picking them. There's dealer, and yeah.
And this is your granddaughter down here. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Are you out here supporting the strikers and your grandma?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We're striking for the future of our children.
That's right.
Absolutely. Where's the jobs for my kids?
No, I mean, the job security seems to be at the top of the list. Obviously, the concern there is if you get the higher pay scales, your COLA back, your things like this, what does that matter if they close the facility and all the jobs are gone? So our outsourcing is a big deal. Right. We just saw your congressman at the other side of Flint at the Burton facility. You know, and I asked him about that. They give loans to these companies, including Ford, with no strings attached. When does the government start saying to these companies, we'll give you your $30 billion loan, but only if you bring jobs back to America, only if you...
That's where it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it should be.
Why do you think it isn't, is the big question.
Greed. Absolute greed. What else is there? It's corporate greed.
Yeah, it really is.
On every level, not just GM or Ford, Stellantis, it's all of them.
Yes, across America. You're right. So let's talk about that. There is a broader labor awakening that's happening in the country, not just with the auto workers. We've seen Amazon start to unionize, Starbucks start to unionize, traditional unions that have foregone UPS,
yeah.
Teamsters. They're all threatening to strike now if they don't get what they think is a fair share.
Just raise the bar to make it fair. That's all anybody wants. We're not out to break the bank off anybody, but we just need what it takes to live day by day.
Hang on.
My name is Anna, and I'm her granddaughter, and I'm 7 years old.
Yep.
And what do you think about the strike?
That we can support our helpness and be more kindful, because we want to have more money, because of the people who work here don't get that much money.
Right. No, you're right on that. Let me ask you this. We've in fact talked to a lot of workers that are taking second jobs just to make ends meet, even though... Yeah. Do you have workers here doing that?
I'm sure there is. Yeah, there's many talents in there, many talented people, sure.
What do you think about Shawn Fain's strategy so far? So he started with the small group that went on strike. He's now expanded it to 38. He's basically saying this is leverage. What do you think of that?
Well, every week another one's going to go out. More and more is going to go out until we're heard and they see and understand, you know, and the right to strike for closing plants, that shouldn't even be on the table. We're Americans first.
Well, let's talk about right to strike. And there are two things. Ford, and one of the concessions that they've offered up now is that you have a right to strike for closing plants that was not allowed before. That's a big win, I think. But I think the broader question is right to work laws that are in the states. There's the PRO Act that is in Congress, is passed through the House. It's sitting in the Senate. It's not moving in the Senate. The Democrats are saying we don't have a filibuster proof. And unless we do, we can't pass the things we want to pass. But at a certain level, I also would like to see them try doing that, at least make the effort. Labor continues to suffer.
Yeah, an effort would be nice.
So what about, photo ops from these guys? Do they come to the picket line? It's election season right now. I think that was a little loud. I think Sean Fain is trying to make the point that we shouldn't give up any UAW endorsements unless they do something more substantial than give us lip service. Like, what are you going to show us, do something for us, and then you get our endorsements. You have to win that. Do you think that's the right way to approach it?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a better strategy team other than one person's opinion.
Right, okay. Yes, you can.
My cat's name is Mittens, and actually her name is Mitzi Mittens.
Is Mitzi Mittens with the workers?
No, but
She's striking for us. She's with us.
She's striking with us. And I just got her at Speedway.
Wait, who's Speedway?
It's a gas station that I got her from.
Oh, yeah. Speedway gas. Oh, you bought Mitzi Mittens at the Speedway gas station. Yes, you have Speedway here.
The hot chocolate, and that's what she remembers from the last time.
A sister. She also has a sister named Cookie, and she's in my car.
Cookie's in the car. Is Cookie for labor rights?
Labor rights, yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's so much fun. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. This is important information. We all have to be solidarity strong together, right?
Amen.
And they're both 1 year old.
Okay.
So Mitzi and Cookie are 1 year old?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Actually, this is a joy. I've been talking about all these stressful things that you guys, obviously you're living them, but, we've been up and down Michigan, we've been down in Ohio talking to workers, and a lot of these stories are really hard,
They are really hard, and I don't think anybody really wants to be here. We just want a fair contract. Let's make it fair. We're not going to get everything back that we've lost in the past 10, 15 years in one contract. It's not going to happen, but we want it fair. Let's make a difference, and let's get back out there and do what we do.
Let me ask you this. Pensions, a lot of people think they're never going to come back. They need to come back, I agree with you. What about profit sharing? Is that enough to replace a pension, in your opinion?
Well, no, because it's iffy. We never know if we're going to get it. If they don't have the sales, we don't have the profit sharing. So, I mean, that's where that iffiness is at. Yeah.
So let me ask you one last question. Media, which we're obviously a part of, but sometimes, they don't do their due diligence. They don't get out on the street and talk to the workers out here. They just report whatever papers handed to them from press releases, whatnot. What thing do you see in the media that is just driving you absolutely up the wall that you want to correct or just makes you angry?
I think maybe that they think that we're spoiled and that we're being greedy. But when you've got CEOs making $29 million a year and 1 point something and 2 point something and 4 point something million, it's time to shave that and start sharing it with the communities and the people that are actually making that money for them.
I agree. So some of these folks are starting at $16 an hour. That's not a living wage. You can't afford rent, food.
They can't sustain their home with that. Right.
Thank you for talking with us. Do you have anything else to share?
Well, I think that we should be more nicer to other people.
I agree.
And I hope that everyone on the roads that don't have homes make sure that they have a lot of good times.
That is great. I agree with you. Well said. Hi. Do you want to share too?
Sure.
What is your name?
This is Emma.
My name's Emma.
And are you out here supporting your grandma today?
I think so.
Yep. This is where Nani works, and you're supporting Nani at the strike. Yep. You're here with Nani, and you're supporting our work and here at the strike.
You have a very nice UAW local 65. Is it 659 or 65 shirt on?
Yep.
I have one more thing to say. She also got it something at Subway.
At Subway?
Speedway.
At Speedway.
What did you get at Speedway today?
A stuffy. And
Just
Mr.
like
Beast
me.
chocolate too.
Oh, and milk chocolate?
Mr. Beast. It was Mr. Beast chocolate. He's a YouTuber.
I never even heard of him. He's a YouTuber. We got
You'll be happy to know that you'll be on YouTube soon as well. We have a large YouTube channel, so Grandma will help you look that up, and you'll be able to see your interview on there. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
I'll get to see myself on the news.
That's right.
Right on.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking with us. Appreciate it.